Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so it's been a little while since I've uploaded a vlog, and I know that. I think the last time that I uploaded one, I was thinking about doing my day in the life or whatever, and as it turns out, my phone just did not have the memory for it, and I don't have a vlogging camera. I have my photography camera because I do have my own photography business, but I don't have a professional vlogging camera, and I'm really not sure if I want to make the investment, to be completely honest with you. I know a lot of people make really good money doing this whole YouTube vlogging thing. Like, I'm just really scatterbrained, and to be honest, my life is very ratchet. I live with my in-laws and my husband, and me and my husband and my toddler all share one room, and so it's very hectic. And we have like 6 dogs and a cat, and so it's not always super clean and super, wonderful. And there are some days where I don't even get out of my pajamas, and I know a lot of people like that. They like the realness, but that puts me in a very vulnerable position, and I do have problems with criticism sometimes, and hearing people criticize me, even if they're like, that's normal, like not everybody gets dressed every day like to the nines and puts their makeup on. I still feel really self-conscious about it, and it's really hard for me because I feel like if I don't have myself all put together all the time, that I'm a bad mom. And I know that I'm sorry, I'm outside and there's cars going by, so if you hear anything in the background, that's why. But I sometimes feel like I'm a bad mom if I don't have everything together all the time, if I don't get dressed in the mornings, which I'm wearing my robe right now, but that's because I'm outside and I'm not wearing a brassiere, so already off to a great start, right? At least I put my face on today. But I just wanted to talk with you guys and kind of get real with you about my situation. I work from home. As far as my photography business, I just book clients when I can and get people to watch my son whenever I can. I am not a professional photographer. I am definitely learning, and if you want to see some of my work, I will put the link below in the description box, and that would be really great. I would appreciate it very much, but really I have no way to contribute to our income because my husband works and he doesn't make very much money. He's a chef. That's an economy-based job. Like, it really depends on the economy, and so we don't make very much money. We scrape by, barely, and I feel really bad sometimes because I'm not helping contribute. I don't feel like, I know that like raising a child is really hard and like that's really fulfilling, but for me, growing up, I was always told not to depend on anybody for your income, and so that's been really hard for me to let go of the reins kinda and let him take care of everything. But so now pretty much sorry, I thought I heard my son wake up. Pretty much my full-time job is taking care of Jackson, and it's really exhausting. Like, a lot of people rag on stay-at-home moms and say, oh, well, you shouldn't be so tired, like you get to stay home all day and do nothing, and like it's really not 100% true, especially for someone who is struggling with like anxiety and postpartum depression and feelings of like low self-worth like I do. The only reason I get out of bed in the morning, most mornings, is because of Jackson. I mean, I've had some good days, I've had some really good days, but most of the time I have really bad days. And I'm unmedicated because I choose to be unmedicated. it's not necessarily a conscious decision as much as it is that I don't have insurance, and so those medications get very expensive very quickly. My son has insurance, but my husband and I do not have insurance, and we don't have very much money. What little money we have, we try to invest in Jackson and his future. Whatever leftover money we have, we usually do spend on Jackson. Little things that we think he'd like here and there. I know that's terrible and you shouldn't spoil your kid, but Jackson's going to be my only child. Because I've been told that my doctor strongly advises against me having any more children, because it turns out I have some kind of clotting disorder. My platelets are elevated, but I'm anemic, which doesn't make much sense. So Jackson's going to be the only one, and I want to spoil him, and he's my child, and so if I want to spoil him, I'm going to spoil him. But basically, I just wanted to make this vlog to let y'all know what was going on. We originally really wanted to move out as soon as we could, but it's just not in the cards for us yet. Probably going to be another year before we can move out, tax season next year, because what we're going to do is, sorry, people passing by. What we're going to do is we're going to take the tax money next year, and my father has a plot of land next to his house, and we're going to put the trailer that we buy with the tax return on his side, his other side of his other plot that he has. So that's really exciting for me, because he lives on the same land that my Nana, his mother, lived on, and so that's kind of where I grew up. And for the past 6 years, we've been living where David grew up. And so while that's great and it's awesome, it's really hard to coexist as a married couple and as a family with your in-laws. And I'm not saying my in-laws are bad. My in-laws can be great, you know, but me and my mother-in-law are very similar in that we have very strong personalities, and that can be hard sometimes. You know, when you're trying to get along, when you both have opposing views and you're both very strong in those views and you're strong in those, you know, opinions that you have. But that's okay, you know. I respect her and I respect her opinion, and she respects my opinion, and we just let bygones be bygones and love each other despite our differences. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's about family and getting along, especially for the sake of my son. I try to get along with everyone for the sake of my son. I don't ever want him to grow up one day and say, well, why didn't I have a relationship with this person? Just because you don't get along with them doesn't mean that they wouldn't love me. You know, that's not something I ever want to hear from his mouth. And I just want him to have everything possible, you know? Like, that's what you want for your kid. You want him to have everything possible in life. And so I want all the support he can get gathered around him, because it really does take a village, guys. But anyways, I think I've rambled on enough. I am going to go ahead and end this. And if you have any questions or video suggestions, I'd really appreciate it. Just leave it down in the comment box. And thank you guys so much for following my journey and continuing to be patient with me. Like I said, I'm not a regular vlogger. I don't do this every day for a living. I do this because sometimes you just want to talk to people. You want to reach out and let people know that they're going through the same thing that you're going through. And that's what this YouTube community is about, is just finding other people who love you despite what you're going through. Alright, you guys, I will talk to you guys later, and make sure you subscribe or like or don't. Either way, it's cool. Alright. I'm going to leave my photography business down in the description. Alright? Talk to you guys later. Bye.